If you've been watching Golden Opportunities, you already know that you can't keep much money or property to qualify for Medicaid coverage of your nursing home costs. But our viewers also know that if you know your rights, there are ways to protect certain assets, especially your home. A recent court case reaffirmed one of these important protections. Here to clarify the court's ruling is my clear-spoken law partner, Mike Solomon. All right, welcome back, Mike. Now, for most people, the home is their biggest, most important asset. Is there a way to protect it from Medicaid?
Yeah, well, there are several rules. One of the rules is that if you're married and your spouse goes in a long-term care facility, as long as the community spouse lives in that home, that house is protected. So that's a major benefit right there.
Okay, but if you're not married and you need to go to the nursing home, what then?
Well, there are all sorts of other rules. One of the very important ways to handle is you can transfer the house to an adult child if that child lives in the house 2 years prior to going into a long-term care facility, and the child provides you assistance so that it keeps you out of the long-term care facility.
Well, kept you out for those couple of years.
Right.
So how do you prove that that's the case?
Well, that's that New Jersey case you mentioned. In that case, the state denied that the house was a protected asset had been transferred to the child. So the child was able to prove through testimony from family members, the family doctor, that the child had provided services such as bathing and clothing and other things to help keep the parent out of the nursing home. And the court held that was correct, and therefore the child was able to keep the house. Now, that brings up an important point. If you're going to try to qualify for this right now, or you're going to in the future, document it so you have proof that you've provided the assistance needed.
That's true. Good point. Are there any other ways that we can protect our homes?
Well, there are many ways. There are three important strategies. Number one, if you have a minor child, you can transfer the house to the minor child, someone under 21. Number two, an adult child who's disabled, you can transfer the house to that child. And the third one is you can transfer the house to a sibling if that sibling has lived in the house a year and the sibling has some ownership interest in the house. In that situation, the house is a protected asset. Now, that's not going to apply to everybody, but if it does apply to you, it could be a big, big savings.
A good reason to know your rights and know
right.
what you can do to protect one of your biggest assets, which is your home. So, if you enter a nursing home, you may be able to protect your home, your most important asset, from being lost, if you know your rights. Any questions? Call Mike Solomon. We'll be right back.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us. Next week, we'll look to the future to see if pension plans are a thing of the past. Are your activities making your back pain worse? We'll try to ease your mind and your back. And we have a triple header, an American writer, an Irish rover, and a Hollywood brawler, who are all rolled into one big personality. So until next week, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.